RMC has debuted a new type of roller coaster, and this one pretty different from their usual offerings. When guests board an RMC roller coaster, they can expect high thrills, but now there'll be an appeal for guests of all ages with their new family coaster model. For this, they're taking their traditional iBox track and applying it to a smaller ride. This means a smaller height requirement, not as extreme elements, nowhere near as high or as fast, but a perfect stepping stone roller coaster for those looking to work their way up. This unveiling came through a new update to the RMC website. They have an entire page where they talk about this new type of ride and show off some animations for what you could expect when they eventually debut this concept. And just a quick look through these animations, my immediate thought was that this is RMC's answer to Gravity Group's fan favorite family coasters, like Oscar's Wacky Taxi, Kentucky Flyer, that kind of thing. Those have quickly become some of Gravity Group's most popular options. They're starting to show up at a lot more parks, and they're universally loved. Because RMC does thrill coasters so well, why not take it a step down? So while this wasn't an announcement I think a lot of people expected, I think there's definitely a market for this. You have to think that because of this whole pandemic, a lot of parks might not be able to afford a big, large-scale thrill ride. They might want a new attraction, but something that isn't going to have a high price tag. By nature, this is going to be a cheaper alternative. I also think this is going to appeal to a lot more parks. RMC rides already have been cheaper than something like a B&M or Intamin, but this might have an appeal for places like FECs or zoos. It also broadens RMC's portfolio. Suddenly, now there might be places interested in putting in an RMC that wouldn't have before. So from a business standpoint, I think this is a very smart move. Let's talk about ride experience. What exactly can you expect here? It seems, at least layout-wise, they've taken the approach of smaller airtime hills with some mild bank turns. So again, very reminiscent of a Gravity Group family coaster. We don't have a POV released for this basic animation that they've come up with, so there's no telling exactly what kind of pacing you could expect here, but I wouldn't anticipate anything too extreme. I don't foresee something like this going over 40 miles an hour, height of maybe 50 feet, but if you've had the chance of riding one of those Gravity Group family coasters, you know those things are not to be underestimated. They're actually very fun rides, and I think what makes them so effective is that they truly are the perfect family coaster because it is going to appeal to literally anyone. The kids will like it, and so will the thrill seekers. And RMC has yet to produce a bad ride, so I expect that this will be good fun as well. Now on their website, RMC says they're offering 3 standard layouts, but you can do your own custom layout to fit your park if you'd like. So if you're in a location that has variable terrain, they can absolutely adapt to that. But if you just look at the basic animation, I mean, this is a cookie cutter layout, something that they can just plop down on a flat piece of land. So when a park does eventually get something like this, I would not be surprised if we see this exact layout go somewhere. One thing they did not show on their website though is what the other 2 standard layouts look like. I wouldn't expect anything drastically different element-wise in those 2 layouts, but we won't know for sure what exactly they look like until they release some official images. But all in all, I think this is big news. I'm excited for RMC expanding their portfolio. I'm intrigued to see what kind of places are going to pick up something like this and how long it'll be before we eventually see one of these rides open. Because they're just now coming out with it, I think they're going to be pushing to sell it at this upcoming IAAPA. So I'd say if a park bites, then maybe we'll see one of these in 2023. But if they've already been offering it to some places on the back end and we just haven't known about it, then maybe we could see one in 2022. But as of when this video is being made, since it's already May of 21, I personally think that's a little ambitious. But we'll just have to wait and see. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this announcement from RMC? What are some places you'd like to see pick up a ride like this? And if you're excited about it, let me know down in the comments below. And of course, make sure to stay tuned for more videos here at Coaster Studios, and I'll see you next time.